there's a question from John. I've just lost it on my screen, but I'll paraphrase. So, not every marketer is a CMO. CMOs are not CEOs. Even directors of social change organizations have pressure from their trustees and funders and so on. And what John was asking is, what is the responsibility for young people? So should you avoid certain industries on ethical grounds, or is it viable to go into those industries because they're hotbeds of marketing and then try to use your skills for good? And I'll quickly see if there's anything. I've just found his question. So he's saying that he knows a lot of people who learned their craft in industries such as gambling, for example, and then ultimately moved on to brands that had a more positive effect in the world. So what's the limit of individual responsibility when we are part of a much bigger marketing process?
Yeah, this not the question I thought you were asking, but it's a really good question. So Peter Singer, the brilliant ethicist, has argued that you should keep working at Goldman Sachs and send your salary to stop river blindness. That is way better than joining the Peace Corps or going abroad as a missionary, because they're overpaying you relatively at Goldman. Go live in a tent, send $90,000, you'll save a lot of lives. So I went to business school, and most of the people I went to business school with justified an extraordinary shift in their perspective and went to work for McKinsey. That if you look at the graduating class of Yale University in the last few years, I think the numbers are 4% of the people show up saying they would never work for an investment bank, and 80% end up doing so, some number like that. It's easy to get swayed into the system. And if you can figure out how to learn while you're there and then leave, I'm not going to argue with you, but most of my colleagues don't leave because sunk costs, because we get stuck on a lifestyle, because status roles, because who we affiliate with. It's really rare that someone like Scott Harrison goes from being a party promoter to being someone who raises money for charity water. Those are rare. If you've got the guts and the wherewithal to do that, I'm not going to argue with you. But here's what I really think. The best way to learn marketing is not to work for a big company. The best way to learn marketing is to do marketing. And you can do marketing in lots and lots and lots of ways because you don't need a budget anymore, because marketing is not advertising. So what you could do right this minute in your spare time is go raise $10 million for Rachel's organization. You don't have to ask Rachel's permission. Just go figure out how to do it. Figure out what the story is and the direct mail is and the social media presence is or whatever it is. Go raise the $10 million and give it to her. You will learn more doing that than you will working for a casino and then deciding to go work for Rachel.